Dee Dee from the Dum Dum Girls. Welcome to Manchester.
Thank you.
And welcome to Blueprint Studios.
It's amazing.
It's a great studio,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's fantastic. We love it.
Yeah, it's a great place. And it's, again, when you kind of bands come in and do sessions, sometimes it's a quick in out and it's a live thing. Here it's a bit more relaxed. We've got a bit more time to kind of get things right. And,
yeah.
And
just coffee too.
A coffee too, eh? How about that? So first off, congratulations for the highest new entry 2 weeks ago in the Coalition chart and the singles chart.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, and all it is, it's great, and it's a great record.
Thank you.
It Gets Me High, and it's a great EP.
Thank you.
And there was a track you didn't. I was expecting another track that you played. So you played 3 great tracks. You played the title track.
Yeah.
From the EP, but there's one track that was missing. I was a little bit disappointed. The conscious decision not to play it.
We felt a little funny.
Really? You daft thing. Oh, you should have played it.
We'll play it tonight. Are you going to come tonight?
Of course I'm going to come tonight, yeah.
We'll play it.
Yeah, of course I am, because it's a great version.
Thank you.
Because it's
that
something.
Means a lot.
Yeah, for people that don't know, actually, Dum Dum Girls have covered There's a Light That Never Goes Out on the new EP, It Gets Me High. And so what about the thought that went behind that? Was it, did you really want to cover that tune, or was it just that you want to cover a Smiths tune? Or?
I wanted to do a cover of something, and that was probably the farthest. I thought I was just going to do some kind of classic Nuggets garage song, and it just wasn't working, and I was trying to figure out what to do, and that was kind of a random last-minute decision that, I was pretty nervous about. You can get a lot of shit for covering the Smiths.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about it because on the show I've played cover versions. Jeff Buckley does a fantastic version of I Know It's Over, and some other great artists out there that have covered Smith songs. But it seems sometimes it's kind of sacrilege to kind of touch it. But I think it's a great version.
Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. It came out really well, and we've been playing it on the tour we've been doing for He Gets Me High, and it's by far, the song that gets the most reaction.
Right. Well, I'm sure the rest of the set does as well.
Yeah,
maybe just trying to flatter me now. so this lineup that you've got, this isn't the original lineup, is it?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is.
Yeah.
It took a little bit of time to sort out the band. I played a few shows with my husband Brandon played guitar for a show once. We had some boys that played for a couple shows. We had Frankie Rose drum for our first sort of short tour, but as soon as the first record came out and we started touring that, seriously, Sandy was part of the band, so she's been with us since last year.
Right. And is everybody singing?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite complex, those harmonies, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's kind of a big part of my background, musical background, is singing harmonies and stuff. So.
Sure. And are you writing all the harmony parts?
Yeah.
So are you the sole songwriter?
Yeah.
Everything's yours. The buck stops with you.
For the time being, yeah. This is still kind of a new thing for me, so I haven't run out of ideas yet.
Right. And in the production of He Gets Me High, there's a lot of bands around at the moment, like Pains of Being Pure at Heart, and Primitives came in last week as well.
So cool.
Fantastic band. The sound that they have is kind of quite a thin sound. They're trying to regain that 60s sound. This EP, to me, sounds quite full and fat
massive,
and dirty.
Yeah. That was a conscious decision. The first record was something I recorded on my own in my house, with extremely limited equipment and knowledge of how to record. And so, there's a huge discrepancy between how it sounds and how we sound as a band live. And so I wanted the EP to sort of represent our live sound a little bit better, and also kind of segue into what the next record sounds like, which is, definitely more in line with the EP.
Right.
If not much farther beyond it in terms of...
yeah, because it's got more like a Velvet's sound to it. Again, more kind of psychedelic.
Yeah. I go through phases about, the kind of music I listen to and the sounds that I want to incorporate into songs. And so it was a lot of fun. It was the first time I'd ever played a wah pedal.
Right.
So that was great. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we are as a live band at this point. You know, Jules, our lead guitarist, plays very texturally and has, you know, I think our first show together, she had a reverb pedal.
Right.
And now she has, you know,
a whole host.
12 pedals or something. So I gauge how we're doing by, you know, her latest purchase.
Right. Well, it's going to cost you a fortune in batteries, I suppose, now. But the EP was produced by Richard Gottra.
Yes, and Suna Rose Wagner from Ravenettes.
Right.
Yeah.
A great combination.
Yeah, I mean, they worked together and have for years, and I kind of fell into a good working relationship with Suna through working with Richard, and so it was yeah, felt like a dream team. Very fun, very short. You know, we did the whole thing in about 4 days. So.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Well rehearsed band.
Yeah.
So is it going to be? What about the new album then?
It's coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you working on that, or is it?
Yeah. We've been mixing it. We've already recorded it.
That far down the line.
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, we weren't quite sure what our schedule would be this year. We wanted to stay, you know, ahead of the game, and you know, and I just kind of stockpile songs and needed to do something with them before I ran out, or you know, just moved on and didn't do anything with them. So it's good. It's actually the first recording that everybody plays on and sings on. Because previously I had just been doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, so you're multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah, I am, but I'm a singer more than I am anything else, and so I was very happy to relinquish the duties of everything else.
Right, well, as long as you're kind of, you're at the helm.
Yeah.
And I suppose that element of trust is very important, though, I think, with band members, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're very much on the same page. It's very natural. We've been doing this for so long now together that it's pretty second nature.
Well, it sounds it.
Thank you.
After listening to the session, I mean, it just went in and it wasn't. There was hardly any run throughs, just boom straight down.
I know. I was a little nervous because we were just on tour for about a month and a half, and then we took 10 days off and just met up yesterday, so we haven't rehearsed in those 10 days.
Well, it doesn't sound like it, so you'll be absolutely fine.
I was relieved.
And so the first gig of the British tour is tonight at the Deaf Institute.
Yep.
And then off to Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, Europe Paris in the spring.
Paris in the spring.
Bring
I've never
it on.
been. I'm really happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you are. Fantastic. I mean, I'm jealous.
Yeah. You should come.
Yeah, well, okay. I wasn't fishing for an invite, but yes, I will. So you're talking before about Brandon, about your partner, and because of course he came down here with Crocodiles.
Right.
Now, are Crocodiles on tour? They're working at the moment.
They are. They're on tour.
Do you ever see him?
Usually I see him more than I have recently. It's been kind of rough. They were on a massive support tour of a band over here, and then the day that ended, the next day they started their own tour over here. So they've been really, really busy, and yeah, it's no fun. But I think we're gonna hang out in about 2 weeks. He's gonna come on tour for a couple days.
And what about a double header, Crocodiles and Dum Dum Girls?
It works, yeah.
It should do. It would, wouldn't it?
You'd be surprised how complicated it is to coordinate. There's so many like we could say, hey, we should tour together because we're married and we never see each other and we're all best friends. Our bands are all best friends. It'd be really fun, but there's about 10 other people whose opinions, seem to weigh more
Tell
than
them
that.
to fuck off. None of their business.
Yeah.
No, well, there you go. It took you 10 seconds to say we should just tour together.
Yeah.
Less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But the logistics behind it, I suppose,
it's crazy.
a bit more complicated than that.
But I'm pretty sure the fall, it's going to happen in the US at least. Hopefully over here too.
Great. No, because I think that would be a great double header.
Yeah, I mean, we've done it on a small scale. We did a West Coast tour once last summer, and it was a lot of fun. It did well. But I don't know, it's that thing where they say, you have the same audience, so it's not like you would be bringing in additional people, like the show would be 500 people, whether it was ours or whether it was both of us combined, sort of thing.
But you know what I say? When people say what they say is, I don't know who they are. I think they should, in inverted commas, should mind their own business. Because I think it would be the idea of those two
great,
together, well, it'd be great for the general public like myself, and I'm sure it'd be a great vibe on the tour.
I know. I think that's important. We just did our first headlining tour in the States, and we, curated the whole night. So we had a band from New York called Minx, and then we had a band from Vancouver called Dirty Beaches, and the whole tour was perfect, and I love both bands. I watched them every night, and it just flowed really well, and it all made sense. It wasn't like you just show up and you're strangers with who you're playing with, and it doesn't make sonic sense. So
right,
I think that's important.
Of course, it's massively important on tour. I mean, the fragility of the band, and I think one's own mental state. Anything can push it over, and everybody wants that comfort zone. Whether it's in the studio, whether it's in live situation, because of course, as you know, there's another 23 hours apart from the hour on stage. Which that you want to make kind of as comfortable as possible.
Which is why, I'm so grateful that the girls in my band are who they are, because we get along so well and we're all great friends.
Great.
Could be a nightmare. I've been in nightmare bands before.
Are you going to name any names?
No.
No, so have I, and I won't name any names either. Well, listen, thanks very much, Dee. Thanks for coming down onto East Village Radio. Can't wait for tonight. Good luck with the rest of the tour. And of course, thanks to Bambi and Sandy and Jules and everybody that's made this possible.
Yeah, they're the best.
All right, thanks very much. Good luck with it all. Thank you.
You.